That's How to Work a Bob. Will you please welcome the fabulous Gemma Arterton? I'm having a sort of... what are those baggy pants? What are they called?
Harem?
Harem pants. What a lovely pair of harem pants.
I don't know if they are harem, but yeah, similar.
They're very nice.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations on the purchase. Now, congratulations. You seem to be like everywhere at the moment. I've seen you in so many movies over the last couple of years. The St Trinians one.
Which you love.
Yeah, I did. I really enjoyed it. And, you know, my kids really liked it as well. Well...
No, but your kids really enjoy it.
They did. Now, well, look, obviously, you look at that film and there's some gorgeous women in it, and you're going to enjoy that if your dad dragged you along for the afternoon. But, you know, I like the originals as well.
Oh, well, there you go.
But also, Clash of the Titans at the moment is huge, and you were in Quantum of Solace, the second of the Daniel Craig Bond movies, which was great. And that's what a great part to have. That's a kind of really iconic role to get.
Yeah, actually, I made a bet with you guys. I thought you'd sing Strawberry Fields Forever. I owe you a celebration chocolate. And they didn't sing it, so...
I wish you'd invited me when bets were being made. Now, that was, of course, this was the second time that Sid James played James Bond. Money penny. But you weren't on it on screen long enough. I wanted you to be on for far longer because they no sooner introduced you and got you on and you had some fun with Bond and yeah, and they were finished. But a great way to die.
It was pretty cool. It was iconic and...
yeah, well, yeah. I hope we're not spoiling it if you haven't seen it, but there she is after a particularly messy chocolate fondant or something. That was oil. And what were you actually covered in when they filmed it? 'Cause it was meant to be oil, but what did they actually put on
it? It was actually Gunge from kids' TV programmes, dyed with black poster paint. So it kind of smelled like a school art shop or something, you know, in art class. And I was in that for about 3 hours, actually, because they poured it on me in situ, and then I just sort of had to stay there while the whole day went on. And
is there anything protecting your modesty while you're lying there, or were you actually naked when they poured it on you?
I was naked, yeah.
Right. And who gets to sponge it off you? Who gets the... Is that the role on the film we see at the end of the credits, best boy? Is that the job that... but that's a great role. Trinity's a great thing, but really, you know, they're kind of small roles. And then you get these lead roles in these big movies, like Clash of the Titans, which is a huge movie out right now, of course, in 3D. And you've got another one coming this summer. They come to you, or you go and do the regular auditions like everyone else?
Oh, gosh, no, I auditioned hard for them. Actually, with Prince of Persia, which comes out in May, I completely didn't think I would get it, and everyone was up for it, and I sort of... Because it was such a big role, I didn't really take it very seriously and went along joking and being very cheeky, and then I got it, which was really surprising, and then I did Clash after that, and yeah, I auditioned for that as well, and I don't know, I've had to work to get every single role I do.
Where are you from, Gemma? Where's your accent from?
I'm from Gravesend in Kent.
Okay.
Yes, Gravesend.
Represent.
And represent. And, yeah, I grew up there until I moved to London when I was 18.
Because I expected you to... I've seen you acting, but I expected you to have quite a common accent, because whenever I've read interviews with you, they always talk about you having...
Being common.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's talked about a lot. And, no, actually, if you're from Hackney or if you're actually a Cockney, my accent is really, really soft.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I just noticed you're getting the lovely view of Gemma from the front. I'm occasionally seeing the side, and you've got a tattoo behind your ear here.
I do,
Have you got one on each side?
No, just the one side.
OK, can we show it to everyone? Would you mind? This is Gemma's...
Which way should I go, like that?
Like that, I think. Got a wing on there.
I've got a wing on there.
OK, what does that symbolise anything? Is that the reason, or were you just drunk?
It's to symbolise the amount of air in my head. No, it's actually from a job I did called Tess of the D'Urbervilles, and I just had the most amazing time on it, and I met some really brilliant friends, and we all bought each other, you know, jewellery, you know, and they all had little wings on them, and then I lost mine. But it was such a sort of poignant time in my life that I thought it was the only time I've really sort of thought that it would be appropriate to get a tattoo. So,
well, so it's a nice memory, but is that not a problem? I guess they just cover it in makeup, do they?
Cover it.
Yeah.
I mean, they can make a horse look like it's got wings. They can cover a fake wing.
Yeah. I noticed that Idris had a lot of tattoos on him as well.
Yeah, he does.
Kiefer, are you...
On his unworked out arms.
Stop it! I'd work on the wrapping first, mate, if I were you. The arms don't need the help. Yeah. Kiefer, are you a tattooed person?
I've got a few tattoos, yeah.
Wow. When was the last one you had done?
3 years ago.
Wow, so it's not so recent?
Not so recent, no.
Are you thinking about any more?
You know, they come along as they come along, so I'm open to the idea.
Kiefer, could I ask you to do a favour for me as a tattoo?
Well, let's hear it, yeah.
Would you have my face done quite large on one of your breasts?
I'm going to think about it.
OK. I'll get back to you. OK, so now when Prince of Persia comes out, theoretically, I guess it's going to be a big hit. I've heard people talking about it like it's going to be as big as the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You've got Jake Gyllenhaal, who's... we've had him on the show. Really lovely guy, I thought. Really smart guy as well.
Yeah.
And he used to do kind of the indie movies, and then for this, he kind of bulked up.
Yeah, he completely transformed. I mean, I saw the movie a couple of weeks ago, and it is brilliant, and he is brilliant in it, and it really kind of propels him into that really, you know, real leading actor sort of territory.
It's a bit like the way Nick Cage did it years ago. He was known for those quirky roles, and then he managed to get into the kind of big franchise territory, and that gave him a whole different career.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I really hope it's a big success. Let's have a look at... this is a trailer for it. When is this out? Do you know when this is out?
Prince of Persia?
Yeah.
It's out in May.
OK, so hopefully it'll be a big summer hit. Look at this.